Yo, what's good, guys? So it's been a long time. The last time I made the video was about a month ago, and a lot of happened since then. I remember I said I wanted to pass that breakout account from on crypto trading, that breakout prop firm account, and I passed the. It was a two step, so I passed the first one, but then I bought the account on the second step, because I got greedy and the market was just chopping. I can even show it. Like the market is just been chopping in crypto. Um, uh, I can show this. Like it's been pretty much a whole lot of chop. So but yeah, I bought the account. But whatever. Um, remember when I said that I didn't get a lot of good results in November? Well, back then, and I'm talking about day trading crypto. Back then, I was using the TJR strategy, and since I switched up on that strategy in the middle of December, and my win rate increased exponentially. I just in the last 2 weeks of November and of December, I had like an 80% win rate or something. I tracked everything on paper trading. So what I then did was I bought a funded account. I bought a 50k select with Tradeify because they have daily payouts once you're funded. And I bought it on the 27th of December or something. And so far, I made $700 on the first day. I then lost $500  2 days after. And in the new year, it's going pretty good. So I made $900 last Friday on the second, and today I also made $900 again. I technically made 1.3k, but because of the 40% consistency rule, I'm still on my eval, so I went onto micros to lose some money, just so that on the next day I need to make less money because the profit target is 2.5k, and right now I'm sitting at a 52k or a 2k account balance. So I've already gone up to 2k, and I only need more $500 to get funded. So which is pretty cool, and then I can start getting payouts. Um, but yeah, I also want to talk about some goals that I have for 2026. And to be honest, my only goal is to be making 20k by the end of the year. So the original goal was 10k, but then I doubled down and now it is 20k. So the goal for this year is to make 20k a month by the end of the year. So what I'm doing daily to get to this goal is I'm following my trading rules every single day. I'm journaling every single trade, and I'm also gonna do something which is I'm gonna start making daily YouTube videos to um, I'm gonna make daily YouTube videos, or not daily, but I'm gonna do trade recaps. So every day that I trade, I upload a trade recap, or even if I don't trade, I still upload it and tell why I didn't trade and show the trades I took, the executions, and why I won or why I lost or why I got break even on the day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So with that being said, um, oh, and I almost forgot to say, the reason why I switched up to day trading and indices in general was because crypto was just shit. Like, and crypto, to be honest, to trade crypto is just like, crypto is a piece of shit for me. It just chops around, sweeps liquidity whenever it wants to, and it's way harder to trade it versus indices. It's always New York AM session when you get the most volatility. And okay, so I got interrupted by my mom, but what I was saying was I switched up on my strategy. I used to trade the TJR strategy, but then in the middle of December, I switched up to inversions. And the first two guys I started learning from was from Patrick and Blake, which is PB trading, and the Mac model as well. But then I found an even better guy, which is Daji. So I've watched pretty much almost every single video he has on his YouTube channel, and I learned everything from him. And the other thing I'm doing as well to get better is I'm back testing 2 weeks of data every single day. I haven't failed one single day since the start of the year. And that is my goal of making 20K a month by the end of the year is just from trading alone. So I have other goals in life that I don't really want to share here, but one of them is to read 10 pages of the Bible per day. um, I'm currently on like page 450 around it. So because I started last year, but that is the goal for this year as well. 10 pages every single day, and I mean that's pretty much it. I also have some other goals that don't want to share. So with that being said, I'm gonna do my first trade recap in more than a month. So and I'm gonna start doing this daily now. So right, let's look at the chart and let me just um, delete something here. Where is it? Trading the execution marks right there. Okay, I wanna remove this and then I'll put it on later. So let me reset the chart here. Okay, so coming into the day, the high time frame context is we swept these highs on ES. We swept these highs on ES right here. We made a bearish SMT divergence on the high time frame, and on the daily we inverse this big ass gap. So my expectation is we come all the way down here in the next few days. And to be honest, the only reason why that didn't happen already, or why we went up so much today, was probably because of the uh, Venezuelan news of Trump sending a bomb and whatever. To be honest, I don't really give a shit about that because I'm not rich, and that's all that I want to be. So on the 4 hour time frame, we have equilibrium right here, and we have this big ass 4 hour gap that is still holding. And on ES, what we have, well, we actually just swept these highs right now, so that's why we're going down. So what happened was we made this bearish SMT at market open. So we made this bearish SMT divergence, and now we're making these bearish SMT divergence again. So pretty bearish on Nasdaq here. I think it's just gonna sell off and go to this low, and then this low on the high time frame. So we made this bearish SMT divergence. Oh, sorry. Made this bearish SMT divergence, and let's just go straight to the 30 minutes. We're holding this 4 hour gap, and we have the new week opening gap. We have Asian session low, hourly low, another hourly low, London session low, another hourly low, another hourly low. Yeah, pretty much it. And so this 4 hour was my condition. We're still holding it, so I'm still bearish, and we had this big SMT divergence. So now all the way up to here, but it was up to here at that moment from these highs. So into market open, we had this 15-minute fair value gap that was acting as my condition. So when market open, we also had this 5-minute here, but whatever. Okay, so when market open, we had all of those confluences, and I don't have the 30-second time frame because I need to pay for it, and I still don't have money to pay for it because I haven't made any money from trading. I will get that plan once I make some money from trading, or once I get a payout. But I was on a call with a friend, and we usually trade together as well. It's a new friend that I met on Telegram, and then we hop on a Discord call and we just trade. And he has a 30-second time frame, so because he trades on Project X, so we got a 30-second inversion right here, and I took a short straight away because we just rip up. We had all of these LR below, and I was looking to target probably the end of these lows. Oops. Probably the end of these lows, but I was looking to see if we can get a flush straight to here. So I took that short. It was right here, and with one mini, we came all the way down here, but then once we started going back up, I closed it, and yeah, I pretty much just closed that trade right there. I made about $400 right there, and yeah, then I just waited because it's very risky to trade right at market open, and this was my break even. So once we went underneath this low, I was already break even, so it was a risk free trade. Um, and then right, so that was the first trade I took. And because I was bearish for the day, even though we bounced from this 15 minutes, we had this 5 minute gap right here. So once we got into that 5 minute gap, I again there was another 30-second inversion right here where I took a short and I just TP'd everything right at this low because I shorted with 1 mini. I just TP'd everything down here because made like $700 or 800, something like that, and the maximum I can make is $800. So basically, I was up already the amount I needed to make, or the maximum I needed to make, because making more money wouldn't give me anything. It would only be bad, and so I basically just closed right there, and those were the two trades I took. And if I took any more trade, I'll take this 1 minute inversion right here with my break even here. I'll get stopped at a break even right there. I will be break even once you go underneath this low, and then I'll be stopped at a break even, which would have saved me from a loss. And we also had a 10 a.m. news red news folder, so yeah, would have just got pretty wicked out there. So but those were the two trades I took, and now I'm gonna show you my executions. So execution marks, you can see I'm logged into TradeAwait, and so I shorted 1 mini right here, TP right here, shorted another one right here, TP down here, and yeah, those were pretty much the two trades I took. I then went on to micros to lose some money because I made too much money, and so basically I made $900 today, and I only need to make more $470 to pass my eval and to get funded. So that's the goal right now. The goal is to get funded, or the goal is not to get funded, but the goal is to follow my trading rules, which was what I did. And only then that is the outcome. That doesn't matter. But yeah, and I'm still bearish. And if we continue going to the right, actually, someone that stayed on the chart stays long. What we see is we had these perfect equal highs here, and once we swept those highs, we actually inversed this 4 minute gap, and then what we could have done is, or what I would even have done probably if I was on the charts and if I was still here, so and if I didn't have a maximum profit limit, was I will go short here after this inversion because we had a dead candle as well. The stop loss is always a close back above the inversion, and then I'll be break even once we hit this internal low. Break even right here. We can see we almost got stopped at a break even right there, but we didn't for one tick, so break even right there. And what I will do, like right now, is currently at a 2.29 hour win. But what I do, honestly, like, of course, you can take some profits along the way, but my target would be all the way down here. Asian session low inside the new week opening gap, which you can see would be a 10-hour trade. So I would probably hold this because of how much stacked up low resistance lows that we have. So I mean, to me, this trade just looks awesome. So whoever took that, congrats to that big boy, because also is price more likely to go all the way down here, or could go all the way up to this high resistance high while we have an SMT divergence. So yeah, that's pretty much the thought process on it. Tomorrow we'll see if that actually played out or not, but um yeah, those were the pretty much the two trades I took today. I'm pretty happy with my performance overall, and we'll make another video tomorrow. The video tomorrow will probably be a little later, maybe, I don't know, because I have classes at 10:15 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have classes at 10:15 a.m., which is pretty unfortunate, but we'll see if we can make the best out of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna come back to the YouTube videos, and yeah, I'm pretty locked in. I'm pretty pumped up, pretty motivated. Of course, motivated not because it doesn't really matter, but I'm really disciplined, and I'm willing to put in the work, and I'm gonna make this shit work. And in December, I'm gonna come back to this video. I'll be making 20K a month, and I'll be very proud of myself for all the work I've been putting in. So with that being said, see you guys in the next one, and peace.